to Bryan Beach at the moment. So I'm actually heading down to the mouth down here, so all the way at the end of the beach, to hopefully get this tire out of here. So as y'all can probably see in the thumbnail, I'm coming down here. Me and Dustin both have had a ton of comments on this video that we have out about pulling these two trucks out of the water down here, about this wheel and tire that's down here that we just left. So I'm gonna cruise down here and see if I can't get this out of here, and I'll bring y'all along for it. So see y'all here in a little bit. Nice rainy morning over here. Alright, so the tide's really high. It's all muddy back here. You gotta go through the clay banks over here. You can just see how nasty and muddy it is back here. Alright, so we made it through there. That's what we call the clay banks around here. Y'all can see how it's just nothing but clay. I mean, it's just slick as can be. And what happens a lot of the time is people come down here to go fishing on low tide, drive around the clay banks, and then the tide comes up, and then they have to drive through it, and it's all wet and nasty like that, and they can't get out of here. And they end up getting stuck in it. You could actually see some of the ruts. I don't know if y'all can see it in the footage that I just gave y'all, but you can kind of see some of the ruts where people have gotten stuck here recently in the past couple of days when it's been raining out here. So, but we're gonna continue making our way down. We're back in the sand, and see y'all when we get over here to this tire. All right, so we made it out here to the tire. This is the recovery for the day, this old girl right here. So we're gonna try a couple things. Honestly, I keep seeing a lot of stuff in the comments on when I'm doing recoveries on ways to get these cars out without pulling them. So we're gonna try it here with this tire. We're gonna see if it can get itself out on its own without my help. So let's try some of these little tricks and see if any of them actually work. First things first, I always hear about airing down. So we're gonna, I mean, I think this thing's pretty well aired down. So, all right, go ahead, go forward. Nah, it doesn't seem to be working. It's not getting out on its own. So we're gonna try something else. Yeah, I got a shovel, so we're gonna go ahead and dig around this tire and see if it can't get itself out after I dig around it real fast. So let's do that. All right, I'd say we're pretty well dug out around it. So, all right, tire, come on, drive off, go. Nope, doesn't seem to be working either. So I got something else in here. Let me see if I can out this old traction board. We're gonna get it under this tire too, and we're gonna see if it can drive itself out if I got a traction board under it. So let me dig a little more here. There we go. We'll shove this traction board under here. All right, let's see what happens now. Come on, tire, go. Go. Don't stop, keep trying to go. Come on. No, doesn't seem to be working either. So let's try another little trick I got. I've got this water jug, or this jug. We're gonna fill it with water. We're gonna put it around the tire. We're gonna see if wetting, you know, dumping some water and wetting the sand around the tire doesn't help us out. So. Nice jug of water. All right, I got a jug of water, so we're gonna dump it around here. Make sure I get it nice and even all the way around. There we go. Nice and wet sand now. All right, so I got it. Y'all can see I got it dug all the way around. Air pressure is really low. Got a traction board under it. And I even wetted the sand. So we're gonna see if it can get out on its own now. Come on, tire, go. Go, go, go. Nah, it's not gonna do it. I think we're gonna have to hook the winch up, winch it, get it, the suction broke from around it, and then we'll hook up a strap and pull it out of here, because it's seeming pretty useless on its own. Tree saver, soft shackle. Well, we don't need a soft shackle, just a tree saver. Get this hooked up real fast. Perfect. Gotta pop the hood, turn the winch on. Everybody always wants to know, I've seen a couple comments on it, why I pop the hood every time I winch. So there's a couple reasons behind that. First off is, I have my disconnect from my winch under the hood right here. So I have to turn it on to turn the winch on. But also, it's kind of a good habit to get in, because if anything breaks in this winch line, and if I'm inside holding the brakes or something like that, it's gonna hit my hood rather than my windshield, more than likely. I mean, there's still obviously a gap right here that it could go through, but it saves a lot of it. It should stop here rather than going through my windshield. So that's another reason for it. With synthetic rope, it doesn't really matter as much. But if you have steel cable, it's definitely a bigger deal. Get this pulled out. Should be good there. All right. All right, so now we're gonna winch it out of its hole so we can hook a rope up to it and get it out of here. We're just gonna winch it enough. We're gonna winch it enough so it breaks suction here, and then we'll turn around and hook up a rope to it. Oh man, it's in there good. Woo! Bowing up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Cool. Now that we got it out of its original hole here, you can see how bad it was in there. We're gonna hook up a rope, clean up the rest of my stuff, turn around, and get this thing pulled out of here. Now let's get the rope hooked up here. There we go. Make sure there's no knots in it. You don't want to end up like Dustin. We're gonna soft shackle it here. just like that. Clean up this. Don't want to leave any trash on the beach. Real nice and easy here. I might have to give it a little bump just to break the little bit of suction that's left here, but it should be a fairly easy pull. So don't want to do anything crazy here. I got it out. Oh yeah, we got it out. Like I said, just a nice easy pull. It was here, but we're gonna go ahead and drag it on out of here. I never showed, but in case y'all are wondering, that's what that's for. We're gonna go ahead and throw her back in two-wheel drive until we get to the clay banks. Following me pretty good back there. I can kind of see it in the mirror. Whip over this little part here. Cruise through this little trail. are doing some major donuts, man. They tore this up terribly. You can't even hardly drive across it. Banks. Just about anyways. A little bit further we'll be in clay banks. Perfect. Let me check y'all out real fast. Make sure you're still hanging on. Yep, camera's still there, camera's still there. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna go ahead and back up and half my rope. That way it's not following so far behind me here. All these turns and stuff. So we'll go ahead and half this rope. That off of there. Little protectors right in the way. There we go. And we'll run it through here like that. Tighten you back up. There we go. And we'll take the soft shackle off. Soft shackle back on. All right, now it should follow me better around all these turns. So this is gonna be the nice muddy part coming through this clay bank. So y'all hang on, it's gonna be a nasty ride. Sorry if I get y'all dirty back there. Sling up a little bit more mud for y'all. I think it's funner that way. This Jeep's more than capable, and this area is so tore up and slick. It's not like it's gonna hurt anything if I just cruise through here. Two-wheel drive. Some nasty ruts right here. We're gonna see if we can even manage in two-wheel drive right here. This is pretty bad. Oh yeah, just eating. Sideways. Oh no. Completely sideways. We're gonna have to put it in 4-low. Get back on the trail here. Ooh, that was nasty. All right, keep on going. Get past this point, I'll put it back in two-wheel drive. There we go. So we're back to two-wheel drive now. Real slick. Slinging all the mud. Man, I hope the GoPro's getting this. I didn't think about readjusting the angle on it. I'm gonna stop right here. See what I can do for y'all. Sliding sideways through this. Let's make sure my GoPro's getting all this real fast. I think y'all are good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all got a perfect shot with the GoPro. Awesome. Alright, keep on keeping on. Just got a lot of mud left to sling, get through this area. A couple little holes right up here we gotta get through. Shouldn't be no big deal. Yep, just creeping on through here. Tell you what, that back rack's gonna be real nice right about now with all these muddy roads. Some nice deep ruts right here. I don't know if I'm gonna make it here in two-wheel drive. Go, 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 go. No, gotta put it back and forth. Nice and easy. Alright, back to 2 we go. It's gonna be a muddy mess to wash all this stuff after this. Mud slinging. Mud swinging. Alright. And right at the end of the clay bank, dropping off the last drop off right now. There we go. Now we just gotta make it through this trail. Back down this sand trail, and we'll be home free. We're just gonna take this tire up here to these trash cans, and the city comes and picks them up once a week during the week, and both Saturday and Sunday mornings they come out here and clear them up because there's a lot of traffic on the weekends. So they'll pick this tire up, throw it on their trailer, and get it out of here. But like I mentioned before, the city doesn't go that far down the beach. They just don't. Y'all can see these trails that I'm driving through. There's no way the city's gonna take a truck through that mud pit to come down here just to come get a tire. So, and there's so much trash on this beach. I don't know how much y'all can see with me driving through here, how much y'all are paying attention to it, but the trash is ridiculous on this beach. It's all washed up. It all comes from up the Brazos, and then it washes down over here. So none of this trash that is on the beach, or very little of it, probably 1% of it is actually from the people that come to the beach. The other 99% is coming from up the Brazos. When we get heavy rains like we are right now, it floods out and it all washes down. So but we're gonna cruising this trail. Actually, it looks like a side-by-side coming my way right now, so we'll see how we're gonna pass him. Really, he shouldn't even have that thing on this beach. Side-by-sides are not allowed on the beach, in case anybody was wondering. I'll kind of move out of his way. He moved out of my way. Cool, even better. All right. At least they're smart and they have a helmet on and everything. You usually don't see that with these side-by-sides. We had one, they started reinforcing the side-by-sides and stuff down here a long time ago. It's always been you're not allowed to take them out here, but no one really cared. And then, of course, one flipped, and the driver of it, I think it was a four-wheeler actually is what they had, and they flipped it, and the driver of it ended up getting, I don't remember if they got extremely injured or if they died, but they had to life flight them out of here. And after that, they cracked down on these side-by-sides really bad, which is understandable. But it kind of stinks because we don't have anywhere else around here to take a side-by-side or four-wheeler or ATV at all. The beach was always the place to go because back over here, I mean, y'all can see how many people were not passing. No one on this beach most of the time, especially past a certain point. So it's kind of stinks, but not much we can do about it. We just gotta do what we can do and hang on. Tell y'all what, y'all are definitely coming with me to wash this thing after this. This Jeep is filthy. Y'all done got it all covered in mud. Want me to get this tire out of here. first couple sets of trash cans right here. We're gonna take this thing all the way down to the entrance, though. That way it's seen and the first thing out of here. And if you're wondering why I'm pulling this all the way back, I'm in an enclosed vehicle with not a lot of room in here, and I'm not putting a nasty tire in here, no matter how much of a beater my Jeep is. So I figured re-drag it, and I think it makes a better video anyways. Gives y'all a good idea of the trail base we have over here too. It's not really a lot. You just got to follow the beach down for most of it. Give y'all a little bit of an idea of what we got going on over here. Most of this section here, with me pulling it back, I'm leaving uncut. I'm gonna cut in my voice and cut in the GoPro into it and stuff like that every now and again, but beyond that, it's going to be a very 20-minute long uncut section. So as long as my camera's recording and still back there, it's a big chance I'm taking too. Because my luck, my camera's not even recording back there, and I'm over here just doing all this for nothing. I'm gonna have to take it all the way back down to the end of the beach and do this again so I can get the footage of it. Nah, I think we're good. The last time I got out, it was back there blinking red, so I think we got it. So in case y'all are wondering, this is the area of the beach, this stretch here, where if anybody comes out here, this is where they park. You can see that there's a lot less sticks, a lot less trash. There's trash cans all lined up and some porta cans. And then this is where the city comes out and they scrape, and they'll take all these sticks and push it up to the dunes. And then after a certain point back there, right after the second, what we call the second entrance, the rock road that comes onto the beach, right after that point they stop maintaining it. But this beach isn't our big tourist beach anyways. There's not a lot of traffic that comes through here. Most of the people I think that come to this beach are either local, or they're trying to take a side-by-side, or trying to come act foolish when they come down here, which in my opinion is the place to do it. If you want to come act a fool, go mud, go do donuts on the beach and everything like that, you drive down this beach, you go past the clay banks, and then you go further towards the lakes, not towards the Gulf side, but towards the lake side. And then you go back there and you act a fool if you want to act a fool, because you're not going to get anybody but yourself hurt back there. There's virtually no one else back there 99% of the time. So I'm not saying to do it, but if you're going to do it, that's where you do it. That's where we used to come act fools when I was in high school and stuff. So, and the beach was a lot different then. There was a lot more of a way to act a fool out here. We never got anybody but ourselves hurt that way. Because I'm fine with you coming out and acting stupid and hurting yourself. You don't put other people at risk. That's just not cool. Not what I like to see. So I don't like seeing people speeding around in real populated areas and stuff like that. Most of the time when I get on the beach, I'm cruising 8 or less miles an hour, even though the speed limit says that we can go 15, because kids are run out in front of you and all sorts of stuff. You just never know. So it's just not worth the risk. Alright, we're cruising up here. We're at the first trash can. Get this tire pretty close. Yeah, y'all are still up there videoing, that's good. Alright, so this is where its new home's gonna be. Right here. take it off. Can't wait to get rid of this old gear. Yank them, I'm telling you, if y'all are watching, I'm more than happy to rep y'all's gear, because this gear works good, but these soft shackles are terrible. This ropes, it works, but I bet yours is better, so just saying. So if you're anybody with Yankum watching this, if anybody wants to tag them, I'd really appreciate it. Make sure that's not going to go nowhere. All right. Get my things on there. All right, go wash my hands. Probably go ahead and get my feet washed off too. There we go. Good timing, because the rain's starting to come down a little harder. So, guys, so we got that off the beach. Y'all seen? It's right over here by the trash can. Cleaned up, put up. So we're gonna go to the car wash. I'll bring y'all back then. I'm gonna make y'all suffer through me washing all this stuff now, since you know, y'all were the ones that kept beating me to death on getting this tire out of here. So I'll bring y'all back here in a minute. Made it to the car wash. It's really not that bad. Luckily it's raining, so on the way here, the rain got a lot of it off. Road's terrible though. It's just packed with mud. So I'm gonna get this thing cleaned up. All right, so we got it all cleaned up here. Before I get any hate, I actually clean up around too, so I don't leave any mud on the ground over here. After I clean up, I wash it all down the drain for them. But we're all cleaned up. We're gonna get going. It's actually about noon on Wednesday now, and I actually have a full-time job, so I don't just do YouTube for a living. So I'm gonna get rolling on. Hope y'all enjoy this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Thank you.